My name is Patricia Berry. I'm a civil rights attorney. I've been in the law business for 38 years, both state and federal, and I'm proud to say I argued the first sexual harassment case in the U.S. Supreme Court in 1986, where the U.S. Supreme Court, with Justice Rehnquist writing the opinion for the unanimous court saying that sexual harassment is illegal. But at this time, I'm working very closely with parents who have wrongfully been deprived custody of their children. And not only do I want to do lawsuits, but I want to bring about meaningful reform, if not a revolution, in the laws and the rules of court. As a matter of fact, in California, there are plenty of laws and rules of court that already protect parents, and routinely, with the complicity of many members of the family bar, the lawyers, they're overlooked. So they have parents, for example, stipulating to a custody evaluator when you're saying, what do I need a custody evaluator for? Just because I have a custody dispute does not mean I'm putting my mental condition into issue. Or under the Civil Discovery Act, if you're forced into a mental health evaluation, you can tape record the evaluator. Parents don't know that. The kids don't know that. Consequently, you get into court and the judge is always going to say it's the custody evaluator who's telling the truth, when in general, he or she is committing perjury while the parent, the out person, is trying to make the other allegation, which is truthful. The solution? Tape recording the custody evaluator. What people don't know here in LA, for example, is if the court appoints a custody evaluator, you can go down and strike that custody evaluator. You can strike one within 15 days. The other abuse that's occurring is that they're forcing you over and over again to go through a custody evaluation. More money, more time, more anxiety for the children, when the law only contemplated that one evaluation would be done. But what it does is it causes the parents to spend the marital assets in family court. You're spending everything. The mothers are bankrupt, the fathers are bankrupt, and it's getting nowhere except causing a lot of suffering to the children. What I believe, and what many of us believe, is it's the money, the child abuse industry. You have a guy named here, and I'll go online, William Spiller. He billed $426,000 at $150 an hour for 6 months of work as a minors counsel, which I calculated means that he's working on Sundays, and he's spending 15 hours a day, 5 days a week, or 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, okay? So you have taxpayer corruption, and you have Spiller is just one example of the corruption of minors counsel. And then you have custody evaluators threatening the parent that they'll go with the other parent if they don't pay up. And if you examine their, the contract, or whatever you want to call it, some custody evaluators call them court orders. They waive every possible due process right they have. Parents don't even understand. They don't have to sign it. Say, I'm not signing this, goodbye. And every other page, for example, of Stan Katz, who engages in typical scandalous behavior, but every page has a discussion about money. It's money, 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 money. Oh, and by the way, I'm doing a custody evaluation. So how we break this juggernaut is going to be up to a united force throughout the United States, but I frankly believe a critical mass is being reached. I think the Americans are fed up. They're seeing too many grisly murders of children. And I think they want something to be done. But lawyers like myself can't do it. It's going to be the dedication of all these parents coming together, hitting the legislature, this kind of public protest, finding more lawyers like myself who will demand in the court of law that the courts, the lawyers, the evaluators follow the law as presently constituted. So.
What about the retaliation?
Well, I had the state bar come after me, and they seem to have a penchant for lawyers who represent women. They went after Phil Kay because he won a $30 million sexual harassment verdict against Ralph's. The guy that owns Ralph's is good friends with Villa Ragosa, and I believe Villa Ragosa put Armendariz on the state bar bench, who then found against Kay. But in any event, yeah, you have to deal with the issue of retaliation, and it's rough. It's like, you know, you sort of are on tenterhooks, so to speak. When is the next shoe, the other shoe going to drop? And fortunately, I had to educate myself. And they said I had to take a lot of ethics courses, and I almost choked on that. But I'll tell you, knowledge is power. I want to take more to deal with the state bar. So.